super kid. Where's the movements? I
Who's the
told
Young
y'all Jimmy
Bucks?
Uso cannot wrestle.
Okay, we're live on YouTube now.
Okay,
Who are the
Let me
Young
pull up
Oh my
YouTube.
gosh.
So
guys, save it.
who's gonna
I'm
pull
about to
up
save
Twitter?
my
Who's gonna pull up YouTube? I do already have Twitter up, but
Well, then I
I'm
guess
still
it's
trying to figure out who's the Young Bucks.
Young Bucks on AEW.
Yeah,
Who?
they're AEW.
Young Bucks.
Exactly.
Are you talking about Generation Me? Cool.
Yeah, Generation Me Chopper with your older. Chopper, how old is you?
I'm 29.
Okay, all right, that's passable.
Oh,
And I just turned
he
29.
brushed
My
his
energy
age.
was
Okay.
slow down.
Yeah, last
Born in
Saturday, right?
you were born
Yes.
in 90 what? 90 what that is?
95.
94 5
You have Twitch up? CT.
I do.
See,
All right, I got you too,
I
just in
have
case there's anything.
Twitch up.
I got Twitter
Chopper,
up.
I am the
We may not
youngest
have
person
nobody
here.
yet, but hey.
Okay, so am I the oldest? Because if I'm the oldest, I
No,
rank.
no,
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 you are
no,
You're
far
it's
from
not.
not.
the
I
oldest.
am.
You are far from the
Far
oldest.
from the oldest. There's
Our
somebody that's
oldest is
almost
a member of the AARP.
You're
Our
funny.
oldest here,
You
our
got jokes.
the host here,
You
does
joke.
not have any
that
friends
is
because he is so
that is
old and
Mr.
You
stuck
said
in
I ain't
his
got no
ways.
friends.
Terrell
Oh, because I said you
Garnett.
weren't my friend.
Yes,
He ain't ever gonna let this go.
I'm
I don't even
not.
know how I came up in subject, but I had said something about how we weren't friends because we're not friends, and I don't mean that in a negative way. We don't know each other like that. We're cool. We're buddies. We have a mutual common respect with wrestling, and we have this podcast together. So we're going, I guess, quote unquote, in business together. But if I'm sad and I'm crying, you might be the last person I call because why would I call you? We're not friends.
And that's okay because I'm not an emotional support animal, Terrell.
But
If
I don't
that's
know.
what you want to
But I
reduce
don't
me
know.
down
Listen,
to,
My
How do
I'm
gosh.
he
not an
said that
emotional support dog.
he said on Twitter earlier that he said he commented on Rob thing said looking good friend. I was like, oh,
Right.
That's a
hmm,
saying. It's a term of endearment. That doesn't mean that we're actually friends. I say that to people I don't even know.
mm,
Not
okay.
I'm
we're
glad we
on the
can
verge to becoming friends. We're just not there yet. You guys use the term too loosely. That's not my problem.
there.
You know, people
I
on the West Coast is a little rude. CT, he ain't like us down here.
yeah,
That's all that
West Coast
is.
folks different. It's okay though.
Choppa,
They
can you put your camera down just a tad bit so we could actually see your face? There you go. Too much.
oh,
Too
don't
much.
decline.
Too much. All right, you're good.
He said something.
I know that's right.
Um.
So, what was the
So
next bit? What
You
were
ready,
we talking
Terrell?
about? I forgot what we were talking about.
my bad. We went on a little tangent. We do that at times because
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
we want to be in
you'll
his
get used
feelings.
to it.
But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. Whoever's watching this now or watching this later, this is the Against the Road podcast. I am one of your hosts, Terrell Garnett. Y'all can introduce yourselves because I don't get paid to do this.
Okay, I guess I'll go second because that's what I do. Anyway, I am Coltrane. I'm a YouTuber myself and a podcast host of the Train Talks podcast. One of your amazing co-hosts of the Against the Roast podcast.
He said, "Introduce yourself, not give a autobiography."
That was not an autobiography. I was
Now,
talking about
last time
I'm
it
a
was.
YouTuber.
Anyways, Donnie, introduce yourself.
Okay, go ahead.
Anywho, what's up, everybody? I'm Donnie Hokuto, co-host of Against the Roast podcast.
And then we have our special guest today, Choppa. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm Chopper Body. That's
That's
it.
all. Yeah, that's all we get.
You don't got no
And that'll do it.
you don't got no
So
interest like what you do for life. I don't want to know all that, but
then why would you say it?
what?
Anyways, so before we get into the WrestleMania, let's talk about Stand and Deliver. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was
I
a bit
did.
lackluster for me. And
The first two matches were good, and the main
what were the
event was
first
great.
two matches? The main event was short as hell.
Yeah. I literally only got to the
Well,
NXT
that
Championship match.
trick.
That's all I was able to
Well,
watch.
that trick.
The championship
No.
match?
Well,
Yeah, I watched from that on up.
Okay.
all
You
So the
yeah.
didn't
last two matches, basically.
Last two
you
matches.
didn't yeah, you didn't miss much. I'm
Same.
trying to remember. Um
Um, I
uh,
watched the first two
Roxanne won the
matches,
championship.
you know how I
the
feel
main
about her.
event, and I kind of
I mean,
missed
that
the
is like
middle of the show.
Not
That'd be
really. I
simple.
don't know. I hated it. I hate it. I just hate. I hate the fact that I heard that somewhere before, and it was just it kind of bothered me because I'm just like Roxanne, Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Do you
I
not
don't.
like her?
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't actually. It's a lot of those girls in NXT. I don't even want to talk about that right now. It's a lot of the girls in NXT who I feel like they're kind of shoving at us or down our throats, and they're just not even ready for all of that yet. And so she's one of them. She's really good in the ring or whatever, but are you really gonna be able to convince me that on the main roster that she's gonna get over? It's not convincing right
She
now.
only like this little.
I wouldn't exactly. So it's just like how you gonna get her character as that little ass girl over?
I don't look.
Not over for me
I
right
mean, I
now.
like her gimmick
Strong
now
enough to
better than
figure
I
it
like
out.
the old gimmick.
I agree.
Um,
I feel like the only way she'd work on the main roster is if she goes like an Alexa Bliss type of rule, like a Chihuahua type of deal. And just because it's not like her
I can't
moves
see
give too
her.
much cooperation, and
I
she's
can't see
so.
her standing next to Jade. That's all I'm saying, or even
I can't.
Bianca.
I can't
No,
honestly
I,
see her on the main roster yet at all.
that's why she won
At
the
all.
belt. She's gonna keep that belt for a little while before she
They
even gets
believe
ready
in
for the
her,
main roster.
and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm not trying
I
to bash the girl.
I'm not
She is
either.
decent.
I
She is
think
decent in
honestly,
the
I
ring.
think that with a little bit of in-ring work, she can be the future of this women's division. That's
But
just
she's
me.
She
already
could be the
good in
future.
the ring. She's already good in the ring. It's just I think people have a hard
Get
time getting behind her.
the gimmick is the problem. They need to
No, I
need to
thought she
work on the
was. I
character.
thought she was Filipino for the longest, and I was rooting for her. And then I found out she was really Mexican, not and Puerto Rican. There's not that there's anything
I
wrong
was
with
about to
being
say,
Mexican
let's
and Puerto Rican.
Terrell,
That's not
watch
what
your
I'm
words.
saying. That's
Watch your
not what
words.
I'm
watch your mouth.
saying.
Okay.
I
Mince
just
your
thought
words
that she
wisely.
was Filipino, so I was rooting for her because I was like, oh, how many Filipino wrestlers do you see?
I mean, you have Joaquin Wild.
Yeah, but he's running around saying he a Mexican, so
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, I don't know about that one, cuz. So what did y'all think about the tag team championship match? Did y'all watch that?
Who was fighting in
the
it?
NXT tag team.
Oh, NXT.
Yes. Baron Corbin.
Didn't get a
He's
Oh
coming
chance.
yeah, yeah.
alive. He's
That match was
he's
actually
actually
good.
pretty good again. I like him.
It
So
wasn't
I saw
bad.
clips of it. Uh, I saw clips.
Hmm.
I don't understand why they have Baron Corbin as tag team champ right now, but
Because Baron Corbin has nothing to do as a singles guy. He sucks as a single guy. He need to go back to NXT to actually work on
so he
himself.
goes down to NXT with the 21 to 28-year-old ratio and throw him around for a couple of.
But I'm the heel.
I feel like he went back down to help the division of NXT since
Uh,
he's,
He
and
went
he
to
doesn't
help.
suck.
I'm
He's
sorry, but y'all don't know this, but I always harped on Baron Corbin for years. Ever
why?
since he debuted on the main roster, I just did not like him. I thought he was absolutely garbage. Because I didn't get him,
Damn.
And then whenever he cut his hair, became the GM, he was nauseating, and I just never liked him. And when he finally went back to NXT, that's when I said, okay, now he's actually cool again.
Really? Oh,
Now I'm
God.
rooting for
How
him.
could you say cool again if you just said that you never liked him before? So that
And
means he
then
was
Well,
never cool
well,
to
well,
you.
in NXT I did.
It's
so my
giving very much so Trump.
When
my
he
thing
got
is
into the
like
main
when it
roster,
comes to
he
Baron
became
Corbin, it's like
terrible.
you can't find anything to do with him. So if you
He was
can't
one of
find
the worst
anything to do with
Money in
him,
the Bank winners
granted,
outside of
Hold
Otis.
on, CT. He's talking.
he's a safe because he's a safe wrestler. He's like one of the safest people to work with. Give him that, sure. You can't find nothing to do with him on the main roster. He looks ridiculous and old as hell on NXT. So why don't you just make him a trainer? Like that makes more sense. Like if you really can't find
take
anything for him to do, and
take him
it's
off
really
TV
just not
completely.
working anywhere,
I feel like he
Okay,
has a spot. He has a place there. He's
here,
like one of the best losers ever in the history of WWE.
he is.
I enjoy that.
I feel
I
like they
think
had to do something with Braun because Braun already
yeah,
lost
put him
the
on
belt.
SmackDown.
Exactly, but he wasn't going to be in no main card on SmackDown right now because they're still transitioning certain things. So they needed to do something with him to fill his time. So that's why they put him with.
They got him on the wrong brand.
it's so
Exactly.
dumb that Braun is still on NXT. It's almost like what Whitney said to Brandy, like, why are you all the way down there? Come up to the main roster where you belong. There's
Because
nothing else for you. And you definitely don't
they
need to
don't
be
have
holding the belt.
anything for him
You
on
don't need the
SmackDown
tag
right
team
now.
titles with the old
He
guy. That's
I
because they lose
mean,
every week.
Mello is getting a call up. Tiff
I mean,
had a call up, and they were having non-title feuds before they left.
look at the SmackDown mid card division, kid. Do you think
Oh,
that Braun
I
Breaker
was
can
okay
fit in
with
there
them
right now?
not dropping the titles to Axiom and what's his name, Joe Fraser, or whatever.
Nathan Frazier.
Nathan Frazier.
Joe Frazier is crazy.
Joe Frazier is wild.
My CTP crew will get
What
I
did
just
you
ruthlessly
say,
I've
CT?
never
disrespected in
really
Benoit.
believed in that. That was a bunch of bullshit to me. But
But yeah, but I agree with Chopper. I think that, he shouldn't be in NXT that long because I think that he's actually found himself now. And
mhm.
once they lose the tag team championships, him and Braun Breaker should be right back up to the main roster. Braun Breaker should have went to Monday Night Raw in my opinion, but I mean he can fit on SmackDown, but right now he doesn't have anything to do because like Terrell said, they're transitioning things. Once Roman Reigns loses that title, then that opens up so many more things to happen because you'll have a world champion there every single week, which we can hope and pray happens tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Um, and then like now we can say, okay, Braun Breaker can come up, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. Now you can start rotating those guys on SmackDown and creating a big main event scene on SmackDown because I'm concerned once Cody Rhodes wins the belt, who the hell is going to fight him afterwards? I don't have anybody lined up right now.
Or
There's not even anybody lined up to fight Roman. Everybody in the
that
roster, it's like SmackDown is such a whore. It's so ran through at this point. It's
I can.
like it's no.
There's people on SmackDown. We once Cody wins, I'm speaking into existence.
We're going to
We
speak into
got
existence, okay?
yeah, AJ Styles. We got Randy Orton. We got LA Knight. Um, who else is there? Maybe that's it.
You can, yeah, that's it.
well, that's
And
not
Do
good
it.
Cody,
enough.
babyface,
Yeah,
Because
now
you
that I
heel,
also
think of it,
have
we ain't got nobody.
you have
No.
to
heel
keep in
AJ
mind that
Styles,
Randy
and
Orton is
I guess
already in the
heel
United
Randy.
States title picture right now. So there's
Yeah, but
that.
that's only if he wins. If he wins, then
No, he's not. But
I
he's not.
don't.
With that. But
No, no,
if he,
no. Kevin Owens is
we'll get to
beating
that.
Logan Paul
We'll get
he's
to
tomorrow.
not.
that later.
Yeah,
Okay,
Kevin Owens wins
so
tomorrow.
what did before we get to WrestleMania? The last thing I want to say, what did you guys think of the Trick and Mellow match?
Y'all go first. I have my thoughts.
Can I go first?
Yeah,
You
go ahead.
sure can.
I think I prefer that.
They okay, so I like the fact that this was like Trick Williams' moment, right? That's awesome, or whatever. I don't know about y'all, but it didn't give me the moment that I was actually expecting out of it. Like I just felt like something in that match was just a little off, and I felt like where their match was so off to me that they could have gave more chemistry. I was expecting more chemistry from two people that know each other. That was all I guess you can say. But other than that, it was cool. Like I thought that the match ended like it was supposed to. It was still nice, a nice moment. But I really just wish that they had. They just felt like they had more chemistry. They lacked chemistry. To me, that was
Do,
it.
well, let me ask you this question, Chopper. Do you think that it was a timing issue? Could they have gotten more time?
It could have been like it definitely. It could have either been a time issue or just the simple fact that the ultimate goal of it all, because at the end of the day they are still kind of rookies. The ultimate goal of it all was to um, I hate to use this term because I feel like it's been used so long. It was to finish Trick's story, basically, and so they were just trying to hurry up and get to that, in a sense, to the point where they already knew that this was Trick moment. This is his town. Let him have it. Blah 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 blah. So the chemistry wasn't really giving. I have to put on. We already know who's going over. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, to me, when I was watching the main event, I felt like it needed a little bit more time to me. Like the match wasn't bad. I think the right person won. Of course, I already knew that Trick Williams was supposed to win this match, and he should have won, and he did. I the build up was pretty great. I enjoyed the story that they were trying to tell, but it felt like the chemistry was off because of the timing, because they didn't get that much time as I thought. Like if this is the main event of one of the biggest NXTs, the most attended NXT in history, and you only give them about 10 minutes, that's a problem. That shows that you gave other matches that did not need that time, like the NXT Championship match. a lot of time, and you took away the time from your main event, which is one of the biggest matches with one of the biggest stories on the entire card, which is something that I give a negative to on this show. It really bothered me, but the right person won though.
Absolutely.
Well, I feel that the buildup was better than the match. I'll say that much.
The
I
buildup
agree,
was definitely better than the
Yes, I
match.
just think
most definitely.
what Chopper was saying and CT about not having chemistry, there was nothing in the match that actually pulled out my heartstrings. There was no like back and forth. You
There was
say
no drama.
yeah. There's no
No
drama in
drama
the
at
match.
all.
There's
Yeah.
no
Um,
cinema.
I don't understand that. I feel like the 6 woman tag match that was in earlier had more time than the main event. At one,
That's what
two,
I'm
I
saying.
don't even know why that was even on the main card.
Me
It
neither.
didn't make no sense.
What?
That they could have showed that on Tuesday. It didn't
That
make
should
no sense to me.
hell
But
hell that could have opened on Tuesday at seven
Mhm.
o'clock.
yeah, I don't
I
know
think there
why.
are a lot of matches that are going to happen and that have happened this weekend that we could say could have stayed on a week show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of
But
people
what
are
do you
saying
have
on
to say
Twitter.
before we move on, Donnie, about the main event?
I don't have anything really much to say outside of what you guys have already said. It was I. It was.
They made history.
It
They
made
history.
history, and I
That's
think
all I can say.
that's probably the best part of it is the history. Yeah, the best part of the match was not the match.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt like they kind of just knew everything ahead of time as to what this match means, where the match was ending, etc. It was just they just everything was already
Yeah.
predetermined for them to the point where they were just like, let's just get through it.
I feel
Yeah,
like that's not because of Mello though. I think that's because of Trick. If you watch majority of Trick's matches, he's still so green
You could tell them it's
that
focus.
yeah. So I think that that's the reason. So, but I mean, he's so
but
over.
it wasn't bad. We can say
But
it
I think
wasn't a
that's the
bad
thing. He
match.
got so over so fast that they're pushing him because he got over so fast and they didn't expect it.
no, they did not. And I'm glad they're actually listening to the crowd for once and like actually giving him an opportunity because the crowd loves him. But you can see that he's still not there yet, where he needs to be at in the ring.
Yeah. So moving on, we have WrestleMania Night 1 and we have Rhea Ripley with her bust down middle part versus Becky Lynch. Um
Oh man, this match.
and I will say that there was no way that a match with Rhea and Charlotte was like Becky and Rhea is going to top Charlotte and Rhea. It's just not going to happen. Becky's, I don't know. I think Becky's cool, but let's just be
Becky
honest.
has fallen off since
What? Can I go
2018.
first?
Yeah,
Hold on,
you
one second.
can.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a lie. I'm sorry, because Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch is still like the greatest thing that you'll ever see in your life. That match
Maybe I
with
was
Becky
sleeping.
Lynch and Rhea Ripley at this WrestleMania was ass, and I'm so sorry. That's just coming from me. It was ass. I didn't like it. I already knew that Becky was going to lose. That's probably why I thought that it was ass because it was just like this wasn't even her moment. This was really not her moment. You have to think about
It
things
should have been Liv.
it should have been live. You got to think about storylines. They're just like I've argued with so many people online about how they had a stare down not too long ago. Okay, they had a stare down. Ooh, shiver me timbers. However,
Not Shiva Me
the
Not
Timbers.
last
sure be timbers.
Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan. That trumps
That'll
any
do it.
that trumps any awkward stare down that we've had twice or maybe three
Yes.
times already. That trumps that automatically. The chemistry alone is just like we already know. Stale Pale Becky Lynch is going to do her thing when it comes to certain people. Rhea Ripley's not one of those people that she actually bangs in the ring with, and it's just like, oh, that snap. No, it didn't. It doesn't. She's not one of those people for Becky Lynch. And I
I don't
just
think Rhea is
automatically
one of
knew
those
they were
people
going to
for
give it to her.
anybody though.
They're going to give it to her. Like Rhea Ripley is a handful to deal with in the ring. Like she's not necessarily green or anything like that, but she is really not the best when it comes to like her championship runs are always terrible. Like except the last one that she had in NXT, that was the best thing that she's ever done. Every other
Oh,
championship run is just either she's on a reign of terror like Triple H, or she's just floating around because she's the new girl, the new it girl. So they're just giving her something. They just give.
Oh,
No,
They gave
I
her a
100%.
championship opportunity. They gave her a championship when they had Bianca Belair as a champion. She was never going to get over. She was never going to get over when she was a champion while Bianca Belair was champion.
So
okay.
I
I'll
100%
go
agree with
next.
you on everything that you said. I'm not a Becky Lynch fan, really. I don't get it. I think that she's not that great in the ring, but she's over with the fans, and and she's been over for so long, and I don't understand why.
So
Um,
Terrell, you never liked Becky Lynch at all,
oh no,
even whenever she
no,
was going with through
never,
2018 and 19,
ever,
you didn't like her?
ever, ever,
What?
ever. I think she's a cool person.
What?
She's good on the mic.
Yeah.
That's about it.
What? What about her character you
She's,
don't like? I'm curious.
what is there to like? Um, but she's good.
She
She's
has
great on the mic.
charisma.
She's probably one of the best on the mic that we have. But it doesn't
She has
translate when she
charisma,
gets in
and
the ring.
she's
Like
had pretty great feuds though.
she's one of those people that like your bark is worse than your bite. Like
I
you're
feel
so
like
good
she
on the
put
mic
a
and
lot
it
of
doesn't
people
translate in the
over.
ring. What
She's
was
put a
that?
lot of people over. I do appreciate. So I will say this: I was only a fan of Becky Lynch during the whole demand thing during the beginning of the man, not this new version of the man where
Becky
she's
Two
the big
Belts.
girl. Yeah, like I was that was the Becky Lynch that I actually was a fan of. Everything else thereafter or everything else before, I was just like, I thought they were going to fire her. I really did. I thought they were going to fire her. Like I didn't know that because it's just
Honestly.
Oh
like
wow.
nobody knows what steampunk is. Like get over it. Like just get over that crap.
I'm so weak.
But
Well,
I
this
will
match
say
just
that
pretty much
Becky will be
didn't.
the first person to say she's not that great in the ring. She said it several times. There's other
Yeah.
people that are
Wait,
better.
yeah, she has admitted that she got over because of her charisma and mic skills. Like most people in the Attitude Era, they were over because of their charisma, not
Yep,
because they
Just
could wrestle.
exactly.
yeah,
You know.
I don't know. I still don't get
I
it.
think the match was not that good. Everybody was like, "Oh, this is one of the best WrestleMania openings that we've seen
Who
ever." I'm
said
like,
that?
"What?" On Twitter. I'm like, "No,
I don't
this
follow
was
those
mid."
people.
I was actually like disappointed that we started off with this out of everything.
No,
Um,
I'm glad we started off with it though.
yeah, me
Yes.
too.
Absolutely.
Looking back at it,
Because I kind of just called
um,
it. It's like I already know.
but
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley winning was the right call. I hope that they actually give her some competition in this
She
I don't
division
needs
see
and
her.
actually give
I don't
her
see her
stories.
versus Nia Jax again.
Yeah, realistically speaking, it should have been a fatal four way. I don't know why they didn't pull the thing. Like it made no sense for Naya and Liv to be all up into it to the very end and then not even put them in the match. It like what
Then they
was the
kind of
point of
just
them
like
doing that?
they just
Yeah,
What
it,
was
disappeared.
the point?
it
I
didn't make
guess
any
they're
sense.
saving a triple threat later with Liv and Naya and Rhea. I
I don't know
guess.
what the fuck they're doing, but I don't even think they know. To be
I was gonna say, do they
I
honestly
don't.
really know?
They don't know. I don't know. I don't honestly. They probably
But
don't
the
know
streets are
themselves.
saying Becky had like 100+ fever and strep throat.
They could have
that's
gave
not
it
an
to Liv
excuse.
and
She
Nia
wrestled.
Jax.
What was that,
They
Chopper?
What?
gave Liv.
Why
That's
is
what
she? Well,
WrestleMania.
why is she wrestling with a fever in Philadelphia?
It's
Why
not
are
like
you
she just gonna
wrestling
show
with
up to work,
strep
bro.
throat? Why
Strep
you
throat
wrestling with strep
too.
throat?
Yeah.
I think that that was an excuse for her to give her lackluster performance, so now she can say, "Oh, it's because I was sick." You
No.
wrestle like that every
Nah,
other time.
I believe
No,
it. I
ma'am.
believe
She,
it.
No, ma'am.
she
You
gonna get
You
wrestled
no
you would have
exactly
passes.
the
wrestled like
same as
that
she
if you
always
were
wrestles.
100% healthy.
No
No, it
passes.
still wouldn't have been
No
good.
passes.
Mm.
It was under it was a 2.5 star match for me.
Two and
I'm
a half. I
See,
give it
I,
1.8.
yeah, so I'm giving
I
two
give it
and
a
a half
1.5.
because
I'm
it's
gonna
like
go ahead and give it
I already
2.75.
knew.
You got a
Knew.
2.75.
1.5. The entrances were cool.
Somebody
That's the
has
only
to
thing I
be
like.
nice.
I gave it a
Everything
1.8.
else was mid.
What's the next one?
I did like Rhea's entrance though.
It was. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
the
Okay,
entrances were
so
cute.
moving along, we had the 6-pack tag ladder match with.
Ugh,
Let me get these names right because I remember who's in the fucking match. Excuse my language. We had Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. We had the
Mid.
Awesome Truth. We
Yay.
had
Legendary made.
um
Not too much.
DIY. Um,
Love them.
we
Love them.
had
Great.
um, what are they called? Butch
You
and
talking about the short Brits?
yeah.
I
What are they
forgot the
called?
too.
British strong style? No,
That's
that's
not what
not.
they're called.
They're called something Catch Club or something.
Yes, Republic Catch Club, Republic, something like that.
Oh,
Whatever.
Peter Dunn and the other guy.
Yeah,
Peter Dunn.
I'm trying to love him. I'm
Yes,
trying
that's my nickname from Peter Dunn.
to
He got a
Peter.
nickname for every fucking body.
I do have a
Johnny
nickname
Cena.
for everybody.
I'm
Johnny
trying.
Boy. Okay, get it right.
Yeah.
Johnny Boy. Okay,
I'm
Johnny
sorry.
Cena. Thank you.
And then we had the tag champs. Am I forgetting somebody?
Damian Priest and
Yeah.
Finn
Was
Balor.
there somebody else in the
If
match?
you
The New Day.
would
Oh,
let
and then New Day. The New Day.
New
just
Day,
New
How,
Day
yeah.
and
how I
yeah
forget the
and
black people?
Oh, God.
well the New Day have fallen off a cliff the last 3 years. That's probably why you forgot about them.
No, I'm just tired of them too.
Yeah.
I need a singles run for Kofi Kingston again, please. I would love
It's
that.
not gonna
No,
happen.
I
It's not
know
gonna happen.
no.
it
I'll be.
sucks.
They can go to NXT for all I care.
They okay. Yeah, NXT. That's nice.
I think they had
I
a
miss
cute run
Biggie.
in NXT. That was fun.
I don't know.
I
I've
miss
never.
Biggie.
What else can they do? Their singles runs are going to be horrible. The only person that you can give a singles run to that you should be giving a singles run to is Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston needs to go produce something or whatever he can do for
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Produce
WWE.
whoa!
something
You
is
think
crazy.
Kofi can't survive on his own?
I do not.
No, not in
What?
today's world.
No, absolutely not. Who's going to take him serious? But that who's going to take him serious?
Come on, man. We just had Kofi Mania a few years ago.
Yeah, that
CT,
was 3 years
if
ago.
you don't get that microphone out your mouth,
Yeah, back that mic up a little bit, bro.
Just blowing up in our face. They gave him Dolph Ziggler as an opponent a few times. It was just like, we know Dolph Ziggler's not winning. He keeps screaming it should have been him, and we're like, no, it's not. No, it shouldn't have. So it's
Okay,
like, what are we gonna do with
that was
Kofi?
Vince McMahon's booking. Okay, Vince don't know how to create television in 2019. It was
Vince
WWE in
McMahon is
2019.
gone, and so
Well,
I
yeah.
know for a fact that
Yeah.
there's
So when
nobody that's
Kofi
going to be
when
able to
Kofi
convince us to
Kingston
get
was
Kofi
in the
over.
main event, Vince McMahon was still booking. So that's why it
We're not
sucked.
talking about that. We're talking about now. So who cares
He's
about
like,
that?
he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't get over. He's not like a Randy Orton esque type of person. Like he's not getting over.
Yeah, the only way that they gonna
I
do anything is if they fight the Usos again, and the Usos ain't even together. So
mm-mm.
And I'm not even
no.
trying to sound mean.
I don't want to see that for the 100th time. That's in the past.
they matches
Get
was
it out of
hitting
here.
back then.
And especially after what Jimmy Uso did tonight. No, I don't want to see Jimmy Uso. Mm-mm. We'll talk about that later. That was so bad.
Hey,
Anyways. But anyways, I was happy that Austin Theory and Grayson Waller won the SmackDown belts.
Ugh.
I'm sure you
And
were.
the real winner of the match though was us. They finally
yes,
split the damn titles away.
thank you, Jesus. And they intentionally did that too. Thank God.
Yes. Thank
Once
the
I
Lord.
saw that it was
People. Thank you, Jesus.
two of them
I was
right
so
there,
happy.
thank you, Jesus. I was just like, okay, that's so nice.
Because how many
It
years
was
have they been in one title? It's been like 3 years,
As
almost.
long as
Huh?
Roman had the damn belt, it seemed like
since 2022.
Imagine how tired we are.
It was
almost 600 some
it's
days.
been
Yeah, I
about
was
2
excited to
months
see that.
because I remember when Roman beat Brock, he was the undisputed champ and the Usos were undisputed champs too. Yeah.
Mm.
So about 2 years.
So
Too
great
long.
for that's over.
I know. I'm glad it's over though. The
But
right people won, I guess. Awesome Truth winning the Raw Tag Team titles was cool.
that was a given.
Yeah.
Mid and Waller was good.
Why do you
I
keep calling
guess
him mid?
I don't like Austin Theory's character.
But
It's so bad.
why? The character is one thing. He's good in the ring though.
He's
I
good in the
used to like
ring,
Austin
but his
Theory when
character
he was like
sucks.
a baby face.
And his theme song
He
is
needs
pretty
to be a
good,
baby
but
face again. I agree.
but him as a heel is cringe. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. I just he's not. I don't feel like he's mid.
He could dress though.
He
I
can't
feel like
dress though.
I feel like he it's just this course is run. It's run
Yeah,
its course.
I'm
His character
ready
has
for
run its
something
course.
new at this point. But
So what
hopefully,
happens is they need to lose the tag team belts and he needs to turn on Grayson and become
No, so that's my thing. Like, what are
exactly.
they even doing with that in the first place? Because I thought that it was a good idea to have him, Logan Paul, and Grayson Waller all together. They're not
that
doing.
was.
No.
They're not really like doing that though. It's just like because Logan Paul is so part time. It's like, can they really do that? And then they're doing this little angle where it makes it seem like Grayson Waller is running over Austin Theory or using him to an extent, et cetera.
Yeah, and I feel like if they keep going that route, then it may make sense for Austin to, for them to turn on each other and stuff. But then they won the belt, so I really don't know.
And then, but that makes me think like, which one of them are the bigger a holes? You know what I mean? Like, which one?
Definitely Grayson.
Who's the bigger douche?
Yeah, right.
Definitely
Who's the
Grayson.
bigger douchebag? Because if it is indeed Grayson Waller, I say definitely turn Austin Theory heel. But me, I feel like Austin Theory is more irritating. So I feel like I would want him to be the heel. I don't know. That's just me personally. I would want him to stay heel, but at the same time, I think that his character is
I don't
dense. It's about dense as hell now.
I don't think that he's a good heel. That's the problem.
He's not a good heel. He
He
sucks.
is a better face. He's definitely
Yeah, Grayson Waller, it's just easy for him. He just
yeah.
it just comes natural.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Mhm.
the Grayson Wall is awesome as a heel. Austin Theory is not. Babyface Austin Theory, yeah. Denny's already good in the ring. That's an A plus right there.
Yeah. Well, I was happy for Truth though at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That made me feel like he about to retire soon.
Oh, he need to.
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I don't think he has that much longer left. He's done
him
everything he
and
needs
Rock
to do
right
in
there
WWE.
together.
I actually don't. I see. So my thing when it comes to our truth is I don't really expect much out of him anymore. I enjoy him being
I
around.
never did.
So
Yeah.
whether he did retire just like outside of the ring or whatever, I hope he stays around like Ron Simmons did. You know,
Yeah. Damn
just
and
for
all
a
that.
little bit, just for whatever. You know, it doesn't
He's
even matter.
comedic
Whatever.
relief.
I
Exactly.
feel like
Like just for whatever.
to me, I really feel like our truth is like I haven't taken him serious since he had that heel turn in like 2011. That's the last time he was actually taken serious on TV.
Weren't you
I've
And
only like
n-
2?
I've never taken him serious.
I was
Oh, wow.
not 2 years old, Donnie.
I never took this
2011.
man seriously, and
I don't think he
like
takes himself seriously. Like
He was
honestly,
8.
mm-mm.
I think that he just comes to wrestle and have
yeah.
fun.
And
He's
that's
been
it.
wrestling since forever.
Him
So
and Lil Jimmy.
That is a former NWA World Champion. Okay, we
You
gonna
better
give
say that. The
He
first.
y'all gotta give him his
he's just
props.
comedic relief in WWE, and that's okay. I mean, not everybody can be WWE champion.
Nah,
so
everybody should be
what did you guys give?
WWE
What
champion
would you guys rate the match overall?
I thought it was better than the opening.
for the six
I'll
pack
let
match.
Yeah.
6.
Are they coming in? Oh, they speed races over there.
I'm sorry,
Ooh.
New York
Ticket.
City just had an earthquake. Everybody going crazy. This earthquake day
Oh.
outside. So
Where do you live at?
I live in New York City,
Oh, you live in New York. Oh,
Which
okay. I didn't
which
know that.
part?
Queens.
Okay,
Ooh,
no, never mind. My
you in
sister
the
live in the
expensive
Bronx.
part. You got okay.
Yeah, she's in Queens. I mean
You got
Queens
that
over
little
here.
bag.
But I guess if you ask me, I'll rate that star 3 stars. I'll give it 3.5.
Mm.
I give it about 3.5, 3.5 stars.
I'll give it three and a
I
half
was
mainly because they split those titles like they should.
You, Donnie?
I give it a 3 flat.
2.5.
Mm. I was gonna go lower, but yeah, thank you.
That's
2.5
definitely
actually.
So next we had a match that I felt like shouldn't have been on the card at all. Ray and Andrade versus Dom and Santos Escobar. Yeah, I feel like they just wanted to put Dom on the card, and they had to find a way to do it.
This felt like a time filler.
And it was.
It's like
And
okay.
if they would have cut that match, they could have gave the other matches a good 2 extra minutes or something,
no.
minus
They would
the
have gave
last
it to
one.
The Rock and them.
They would have, huh?
Yeah, they
Um,
probably did. They probably would have gave it to the Rock's entrance.
hmm
I thought that the match was the ending where the freaking Eagle players came out like it didn't make no damn sense.
What was that?
Like it would have made more sense for could have sworn Khalid was going to turn heel. He's still turning heel. He's still turning on them. It just didn't happen when I thought it was going to. It just I don't know that the ending, the finish was horrible. It just made no sense.
Yeah,
Yep, I
I
agree.
didn't like this match at all.
The
Honestly,
match.
I was like getting popcorn or I was taking a nap doing it. I don't know what I was doing. I just wasn't paying attention. It
Yeah,
just
I
didn't
gave the
interest me.
match a 1.
I
I give
give
it
Um,
a
it a
one.
chop.
I was about to say I didn't give it any stars at all. I
Yeah.
didn't like that. I didn't like that match at all. And the only thing that I got out of that match, you know what? I'll give it a half a star because the only thing that I would because they popped my little baby Joaquin Wild all the
See,
way.
I
All
would
the way.
have given it
That
that
match.
if I hadn't seen him do that like 3 other times on NXT.
Wait, he's already did that?
Several
Huh.
times.
Yes, a lot.
See,
A
if
whole
he
lot.
hadn't already done it on NXT, I'd have been like, "Oh shit, that was fucking dope." But I had already seen it, so it wasn't like, "Oh,
I like
WrestleMania
It's
that.
nothing.
moment."
That was nice. But okay,
The
so
first time I seen it, I was like, "Oh, that was crazy," but we done
well,
seen it a
since you
couple
said that,
times.
I'm not giving it no stars. It's already been done. I thought that was like a thing.
So
No
that's
stars.
two
Not even
chops.
half.
Hmm.
Two shot.
So next we have Jay versus Jimmy, which I thought would have had more. I don't know.
Do we
I would
have to
have.
talk about this match? I really love them.
I.
Yeah,
Sorry, Jimmy Uso's mid.
I got something to say. I'm
I'm
sorry. Let me
sorry.
do it.
I give it a
I'll,
2.2 though.
I
I'll
give it a
do it.
chop.
I'll do it.
I gave it a flat two.
Go
It
ahead.
was
I'm gonna be the
disappointing.
bad guy this time.
Very
Then.
Yeah,
disappointing.
you're gonna have to be the bad guy.
Well, because the match was ass, and we all know
Yeah,
why
it
it was
sucked.
ass.
Yeah,
Like
because all they did was points.
they were chanting it very loud and clear. Jimmy sucks. Like,
He
and there's
does.
no offense. Like main event Jay Uso was main event Jay Uso for a reason. They weren't going around calling it main event Jimmy Uso, even when he came back. There was nothing that he could deliver like Jay Uso could deliver. He doesn't even have that energy. He literally gives jealous older brother, but I really can't do what you do, so I am jealous for that reason. Like,
I
I
don't.
don't like it. I absolutely hated this match. I'm not gonna chop it only because now we can finally close that casket. Like, okay, good. You can
It's
move
not
on,
over.
go be a lapdog, and let Jay go do what he's doing.
It's not over.
I give it a shot. I give it a
No,
shot.
it's definitely
I
not
don't
over. They're gonna do more,
think
unfortunately.
they have the same move set. So
They literally wrestling each other. It's like creative character
exactly.
wrestling creative character. Y'all remember that
Yes.
WWE game? Well, I can't remember. It was SmackDown versus Raw, like either '09 or 2010 or something.
Oh, it did
Where in the
2010.
beginning you had the green man and the red man
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the
2010.
loading screen. It's
Mm-hmm.
them. It
That's
was
what
like the
gave.
red man and the blue man.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what it gave.
yeah.
Yeah. So I just
They're
felt
fighting.
I
They're
don't know.
fighting each other. Someone said it perfectly on Twitter for me. Jimmy is a bad singles wrestler. I was watching for Jay Uso's entrance, and that's exactly what I was watching for. I wasn't watching for no damn match because Jimmy Uso
I
is a
just feel like if
terrible
you say
singles
Jimmy's a
wrestler.
bad singles wrestler, you're saying Jay's a bad. They literally wrestle exactly the fucking
No,
same.
there's
The only
there's,
Jay
there's
Uso's
difference,
more
difference in
the
entertaining.
only
delivery.
difference I would say is that Jay has more stamina and everything because he's in better shape. Jimmy got fat. He was in good shape for a minute. He got fat. Now he's
He got
There's
weak,
a
thick,
slow as
lot of
first of
hell.
difference
all.
in
Not
delivery
fat.
as well.
Thick.
Like they cues them when they're selling a move versus when they're trying to engage with the crowd and the referee and then their opponent, et cetera, et cetera. Their deliverance is very different. And one thing I
But
will
it,
say is that Jimmy just seems like he tries too hard to make up for what he lacks through character.
I think that what helped was also this isn't Jay's first time being a solo star. When Jimmy got hurt, he had to do something and he had to make it work. Whereas Jimmy never had that really
No,
opportunity.
no,
The
no. And
story, the thing that pisses me off the most is that it makes no fucking sense. The only reason why Jay turned on Roman was because of Jimmy. So why would Jimmy go back to Roman? It just doesn't make any sense.
And I still
family,
don't think they've really explained that. They
family,
haven't like I
Terrell.
It
feel like they
doesn't
attempted to, but
make
they
no
never really
sense.
explained it.
And then I get the story. Like I don't feel that Jimmy, the way that I think they're trying to do it. I don't think Jimmy is actually jealous of Jay. I feel that he feels that you left me and you're moving on without me, kind of thing. And I think that that's the route that they're going. But
A
So
little bit of jealousy,
cool,
a little
but
bit.
I feel like if anything, like you got to think about it. Do they really have to explain why they moved Jay Uso away from them, or like why his brother turned on him? Because it just gave them the opportunity to make sure that Jay Uso can have like a solo thing. That's ultimately what it was. All of that confusion was just like, okay, we need some way to give Jay Uso a singles run. That's what
and
that was.
but and that's cool. But they're not doing anything with it. Like if they were going to do it, he should have beat Gunther.
He's so
It makes no sense
over.
to give him a singles run and not give him a belt.
No,
Right.
can we
Like they
can we
gave
clock
it
this Tito? Can we clock this
Sami
Tito real quick?
Zayn. Okay, did we talk about that yet?
Wait,
Sami Zayn. And
Not yet.
wait, we're not yet. We're gonna
we
get to
talk
that.
about okay.
We're
What
gonna
were
get
you? What
there.
were you
Why?
saying, Donnie?
I want to know why did they move him out of a tag team slash staple with his family to put him in like a 1 week tag team
With
with
Cody
Cody
and won
Rhodes
the
and
belt.
won the belts and like it that he has no directions as a single star. The match, I'm hesitant to give it a chop because those are my guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a chop. I'm sorry,
I feel
I
I'm
love
like
not
y'all though.
They should have had more of a storyline. They should have brought Rikishi out there. They should have did something dramatic, and then they should have ended on a good note where at the end of the match they hugged or something like that, and then they could have been done and still did their solo shit.
I feel like they
But
rely too
now it's
heavily
not
on
over.
in
Like,
ring work. Like that's not Jimmy's spot. Like that's
no,
not
he's a
his
great tag team competitor, and
right.
because he don't have to work the whole match by himself.
But I think his character is better than his in ring work, and I feel like that having just a whole match with no shenanigans, like absolutely zero shenanigans, was not. It didn't work for
And
Jimmy.
what's crazy is that before they broke up, Jimmy was actually more over than Jay was. He was more likable, and I think that also has to do with he was on Total Divas, so some of the
Hmm.
fans know his actual personality and everything, which is actually kind of the same. But
And he Naomi husband.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah. I
There's no
mean,
direction for them.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
like
But
y'all
we're gonna
pretty
see
much
them fight again
said
tomorrow
everything I
when
wanted to
they
say
both come
about it.
out in Cody's match. We're gonna
Yeah,
see them both
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. And then yeah, Jay's gonna help Cody and Jimmy's gonna help Roman. There you go.
Okay, so we what's the next match?
I'm
What?
so
Oh,
depressed.
my girls, the big three versus Damage Control. I will say that both of them had amazing entrances. They had the best
Oh,
entrances of the night.
oh, the
I
big
would say
three.
so. I would say
Well,
so.
besides
Um,
The Rock, The Rock had the best interest of the night. But
I don't think so.
No,
It was
the big
very.
three had the second best interest of the night.
It's very.
it was
Look at
very
me.
shallow and pretended.
Yeah,
No, I thought The Rock interest was badass. I ain't gonna lie.
you would,
Yeah.
Yeah,
little child.
yeah,
Mm.
But anyways, we're not
that's
talking
my
about the
guy.
Rock right now.
Oh, he
We're
came out
talking
with his
about
own
black
belt.
women.
But
I thought
he's
their
black
entrances.
too. He half black.
But we're
Well,
talking about
mostly
black women
black.
right now.
Well,
We're not
black
talking
well
about.
black
We're not.
women's
We're
more
not
I
talking
important.
about the Rock.
actually
Get
keep
off his dick.
statistics now.
Black women's more important. That's right. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi. Oh, they look so beautiful tonight. It was great.
Yeah, I like that
I
they
had
matched. It was giving superhero. It was giving Beyonce. It was
It
giving
gave Renaissance. It gave Cowboy Carter. I'm
yeah,
here
Destiny's
for it.
Child. I just
lemonade and
all the
everything.
vibes. Okay,
I kind of
it
wish they
was
would have
beautiful.
loaded in like this.
Purposely didn't watch that one. That
Oh,
match.
you missed it. Well, the match was short too. I mean, it was only like 15 minutes, if not less.
Yeah.
I
I
felt like
didn't
they
Wasn't
get
so
could have
long.
done more. I know you, Donnie said, "What is Naomi okay?" And I'm just like, "Nah, she's fine. She's just on the outside
She
getting
was on
ready."
that floor for a long time.
Yeah, but when I tell you, but I literally think she was just giving the opportunity for the other girls to have their moment. Um,
Yeah, but she was like one on the apron. It's like she got whooped and then she
Wait,
rolled out.
what was?
she's how when Naomi started the match, she was in there for a while. She was probably in
Yeah,
the
long
match
time.
the longest out
The
of all of
longest.
them.
Yeah,
Um, and then she was doing good, and she got double team, triple team, whatever. Whooped. She finally tagged in Bianca, and she rolled out the ring,
rolled out and
and she never
never to be
came
heard
back.
of. Never to
Now
be
she came
heard of
back.
again.
She came back at the very end just to do her finisher. Kyrie Sane,
What?
Asuka. That's what happened. So just a little rundown. Bianca came in there, showed all her power moves and everything. Then went to go do her finisher, didn't happen or whatever. Then they tagged in
Okay.
Jade. Jade did her power shit.
She did her
Um,
little three. I was like,
yeah,
you better come on with those three.
yeah, choke slam. Did she
Choke
do the power bomb?
slam. No,
She
I'm
got four
sorry.
no.
I
moves.
still can't get over the fact that y'all said she came in. She came in. She started. She tagged out, and then y'all didn't see her till the end of the match.
Baby, and took a nap. She might as well have been
Well,
asleep.
I think
I did
that's just
not watch
because the
that
match was
match.
so short.
Oh my god, I did not watch that match. That's
No,
so.
the
I,
entrance was great.
the interest was good. The interest was the best interest
And
of the
just
night, I would
yeah,
say.
and I felt like all three of them actually got to shine in some sort of fashion in the match.
Well, that was
So
all
the
I
match,
saw was the entrance.
yeah,
I did see the entrance, so
it,
I didn't watch the match only because yet again my favorite female wrestler Oscar lost at WrestleMania.
oh yeah,
So
we already knew she was gonna lose.
Yeah, but she
I,
needs to win next year
I
because
just
she
I
can't rack
know
up with
I don't
zero.
care who debuted at WrestleMania or none of that. Kiss my ass, y'all. That's my girl. Y'all just get her dirty.
No,
Like
I think Oscar is amazing, but what they've been doing with her is not.
every year, though. Like every
She
year.
has
Every year,
she has a
every single year.
reverse
She shouldn't.
Undertaker streak. She's
She
hasn't
wouldn't.
not won a WrestleMania match yet.
She shouldn't have lost to Charlotte, but that's neither here nor there.
Never.
That
Uh,
shouldn't have happened at all.
No, it is somewhere. It's definitely there because it did definitely happen, and that was a bunch of BS because it made me hate Charlotte, and me and her share like our birthdays are like 2 days away from each other, So I usually like to love her, but that moment, that very moment, I wish I was in the front row because me and Charlotte would have had a day. We would have
It
had a
ain't
day.
her fault. She didn't book the match.
We would have had a day. We still would have a day. Me and her.
Uh,
You
but
took that personally, huh?
yeah, the match was cool. I mean, I felt like it could have been more, but
I
again,
agree.
I think
time.
it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, for the time that they were given.
For the time that it was given, they did what it was supposed to do. Everybody got their shine. I think Naomi got a chance to prove that she's once again an Iron Woman of the division.
Hmm.
Bianca got out there to do her little thing. Jade did her 1, 2, 3 step. We look. I mean, I was kind of here for it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
Oh,
kind
I
of here
like the
for it.
match. What'd
Yeah,
you
it
rate it
was a
then?
nice match. I would rate it. I would rate it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a blind 3 because I ain't see it.
I gave it a 3.2. The entrance was cool. I love the entrance. The
Yeah,
entrance, I would give a 5.
the interest was good. I think the importance of it was what carried
Yes.
it.
Even at the end of the
Um,
match where they all posed and then they did the big three, so they need to keep this stable up.
and then they was crying when they was hugging. I said, "Is that a
Yes,
tear?"
it's so important for black people, black little girls. It's so important to see. This is something that's never been done before because we ain't ever had 3 black women on a roster. I mean,
At
well
the
let
same
me take
time.
that back. We almost had it with when Sasha
Almost.
was there, but
Very
then
close.
they left.
Well, no,
Um,
because there was. You remember there was the time we had Jazz and Jacqueline on the roster at the same
weren't
time.
they fighting each other though?
You said were they fighting each other?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That's not what we wanted. That's
Oh.
my point. We ain't ever.
Chopper, please. Chopper,
Yes,
please.
like I was surprised that they actually moved Jay to SmackDown because Bianca and Naomi were already there, and they got
Mm.
freaking Mia Yim, who's half black. She don't look it, but she is. Um, so I was actually surprised that they even like literally all the black women, except for Samantha is on SmackDown. SmackDown
It's
is
UPN.
very the Negro show.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
UPN.
It's very UPN.
Yeah, because they
Very
even got
UPN.
B-Fab over there. You forgot all about B-Fab.
B Fab, yeah, I forgot about B
Oh,
Fab.
yes. And
Y'all let me down forgetting about my homegirl. Like
oh, my bad, but
she
she on
rocking the
SmackDown
red
too.
Gucci braids. Like she got it going on with her little red
She's
button.
amazing on the mic. She's a cool rapper, beautiful. She actually responds back if you message her on
Mhm.
Instagram or DM. She'll actually
She's
talk
so
back to you.
nice.
She's super super nice. Love her.
She's so nice, yo.
And I'm glad she died, or let me not say died. I'm glad she got blonde braids because I didn't say
Oh,
died as in died.
I was like, oh my God,
I was gonna
Terrell,
say dyed her hair,
when?
not died.
I was like, oh
Whew.
my
I was
God,
about to
Terrell, you
say,
trying to
just
kill
like what
somebody?
happened? Like what happened?
don't let that air out of context. That's we cancel
I'm
before we
glad
get
she
started.
has her hair blondish gold. It matches the theme of the guys now
You
with
gonna have
the,
the you gonna have the people looking on Twitter saying, when?
now she died.
What she
Yeah, I
doing?
didn't even let me finish my sentence. But yeah. So anyways, the next match was, or what did you rate the match? CT. The
Just the entrance alone was a 5 out of 5. The match itself, I'll give it a 3.
I
Wasn't
said
bad.
3.2. I what do you call it? I really do hope that they continue with this because I'm pretty sure Bianca and Naomi are going to win the tag titles. They have so much chemistry. I just see it happening.
Give them all the
Please,
gold. Give
the
them all the
streets,
gold.
the
Give him
streets need it.
everything.
Okay,
Give
the
them
streets need it.
everything.
Give
Hmm.
them everything.
I don't.
Even let Jay Cargill win the women's title. Okay, just
I
let it
don't.
I
happen.
feel like
She
Jay
can't win
Carter
that.
was gonna mess around and win the tag team championship with Bianca Belair, and they're gonna
I just
just.
don't see
Oh,
it.
and look,
I'll be I'll
Naomi.
be I'll be fine with that. I just don't see it happening.
And let
The only reason
Naomi
why I
win
say that
win
is
the
because
women's
either Naomi's
championship.
gonna win the women's
Yeah.
championship again, or she's going to be their mouthpiece real bad.
Ooh, whatever,
I don't know.
whatever they do is that sounds fire.
Mhm.
I
I
just
need
I
don't
her
know
don't
to
I
how
don't
it's
see it
gonna
happen.
win
I just
one
how the only
last
reason why I don't
championship.
see that happening is just because of how the storyline went and Bianca and Naomi just seem like they have each other's back, and then Jay just came to help, so they just brought her along. So it doesn't really make sense for them to start teaming as the tag team,
Yeah, I
story
also
wise,
had that
storyline wise.
theory that she's gonna try to run up that whole little baddies thing, and it's not gonna fly with Naomi or Bianca, and then they're gonna
Mhm.
use that to turn Jade against them.
Oh no, that I'm pretty sure Jay she had like she's a heel.
Jade is a
And Heart.
heel.
And
Jade
Heart.
is a heel. No, that's her
And
thing.
Heart. Yeah.
But we really haven't seen her be a face before, so I'm kind of intrigued at how this is gonna go
I
out. But she's a heel.
I
Yeah.
mean, if we're being
see.
honest with you, Bianca Belair is a better heel too.
If
This is true.
quiet
That
as a
is true.
skip,
Yeah. And then
wake
Naomi
it
was a
up,
good heel as well though when she was with
wake
him.
it up.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Naomi
can
and
we just turn them all heel? Let's turn them all
Any
heel.
any of them could be a heel.
you
Naomi
see,
can work as a
they
heel.
can do like the Baddies 2.0.
Bring
They
it
really
to the
Um,
can.
floor.
Baddies East.
Mm. I love the
Or
heel
Baddies
song. It was
East.
good.
You said Baddies
It had
East.
me.
No.
All right. All right now.
Okay,
What was the
next
next match,
match.
Terrell?
Next match. We had what was the next match? Oh, it was Walter or I'm sorry, Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I
Match of
rate
the
that
night.
screw
Man.
out of a U.
I have mixed emotion on this one.
Yeah, I
I'll
definitely
go
rate
first.
that one the screw out of a U.
Um
Um, so this match
the
to
match was
me,
good, but all of Gunther's matches are good. So that's not saying much. I already knew that was probably gonna be the best match of the night.
Hmm.
this is controversial, but I think the wrong guy won. It should have
That's
been
not
Chad Gable.
controversial. That's what everybody
That's a
thinks.
fact. That's an actual fact.
Very popular
Sammy,
opinion.
yeah, Sami Zayn shouldn't have even been in the match. It should have been Chad Gable.
2 weeks. He's been in a storyline for 2 weeks.
I do
Yes.
not think that Sami Zayn was supposed to win. I think he was supposed to just been the whole disgrace in front of all his family right then and there. And
Yes. Again.
I said it how I meant it actually. There's nothing about Sami Zayn that says get him over Gunther.
It just didn't make sense.
Unless you absolutely are just planning on putting Gunther in the heavyweight championship pictures,
Oh, that's
do not,
happening.
don't do me like
Well,
that.
well,
Like
that was
that was
happening. That was
disrespect.
happening regardless, but
Yeah, him and
should have been
Drew gonna
Chad
have a
Gable
feud
that beat him.
after
It
WrestleMania.
was a
It's got
disrespect.
Gunther,
I'm actually chopping that match. I'm as good as it was. I'm chopping it because that was crazy.
it didn't make any sense.
It didn't.
it didn't
No.
make any sense. It did
No,
not.
Especially
who
when you
convinced us that Sammy was that over? Like, come on, let's be
he's
honest.
not he wasn't over. That's the problem though. Like so
He's
it didn't make
not.
no sense for it to
He
happen.
cooled
And
down
then
so
what's funny
much.
is that Booker T clocked the T and said that Sammy was upset that people were booing him that he won against Chad Gable. Like he was upset about it. That he thought that he was just gonna be over. That wasn't it's not what it was.
And it never was gonna
That's
get.
not really
It
how
never
it
was gonna
works.
be.
And came back and thought that we were just supposed to love you. No, I actually was. I forgot all about you until you came back.
Yeah, the best thing he did was when he was with the bloodline.
Yeah, it was his best work.
And
Hmm.
then you're not topping that, so you might as well just
Well,
go
I
like
will say that the beginning of his little conspiracy theory thing that he had going
It
on,
was
that was
entertaining.
cool. It was
Yeah.
cool, but then it just got played out. But then him and the bloodline, that was just sheer gold that they had him doing that.
Mhm.
And then I felt like everything was just off the fly, and which is cool. Like I like that. Now this Sami Zayn, he's just coming back. He's supposed to be this underdog. It's not really convincing. I kind of want you to lose. I don't want you to lose to win. I want you to lose because I don't like you. Like
Yeah.
the haluva
Not
kick
'cause
is
I don't like
boring.
you.
Sorry, the haluva kick is boring to me. Like anybody could go and do the goddamn playmaker over there or whatever the hell they called it before.
Not playmaker. Come on, MVP.
I'm just saying, like it was.
Don't a lot of people do that move though?
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Like Dakota Kai, that's one of her finishers.
That's one of Dakota Kai MVP. Now he uses it as an actual finisher. He
Yeah.
uses it as a regular.
Dakota Kai's is better though. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
it is better.
Your leg is stronger than either one of their foots and legs. That yours is a finisher and theirs is. As a matter of fact, what makes yours so much special that you can't even like if yours is such a finisher and it's so special like that, they shouldn't even be able to do the move. They're still able to do
That's
the move.
true.
Like,
And
are
people
you
still do
crazy?
it. So there's nothing special about that.
It's not.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I hope he doesn't have a long
overall,
reign.
the
I hope
match,
he
I would give
loses
it
it
a
the
four,
next.
four
I
point
would.
five.
Oh
I
no, he better. His reign better be longer than Gunther's because they convinced us that he can beat Gunther.
It will
So
not be six
that's
It
more
better
that's
weeks
all I
not.
like
got
it
to
is.
say.
That's
Yeah,
not
he gonna
happening.
lose to some. He probably gonna lose to Chad. Like
I hope
it's
so.
In
And
the next
Gunther
probably
lost
6 months.
clean, bro. That's crazy. Gunther lost
He
clean
did.
With two boots.
it
with
would have
two.
Either
made more
way,
sense if Chad Gable came out there and did something, and then Sammy would have won the
Yes,
belt.
because it almost looked
no.
like that they were setting it up. They're like, "Go out there by
Yeah.
yourself. You got it. I believe in you."
You
Mhm.
got
But
it. I believe in you. He didn't believe in him.
Or his wife
He
should have
also
came in there and just threw in the towel because he was getting his ass whooped.
he also said that don't forget about my promise or something like that. He said something like that. You owe me or something. So that means that they're going to get a match with each
Yeah,
other.
maybe at Backlash or wherever
Probably.
the next pay-per-view is.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah,
gonna
Maybe
hope
a live
that
event.
Chad turns heel and just whoops the hell out of Sammy.
and
I
breaks off that whole Alpha Academy thing that they've ruined by putting Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree in.
Yeah, but the
Maxine
sad thing
Dupree
about
was
it is
good.
he was good before he went to WWE.
he was.
No, not I ain't talking about Akira. I'm talking about Maxine.
Oh,
Maxine was fun for the Academy. Like that was a fun. I like seeing people grow
It
in
made
front
more
of
sense
me.
for her to go with like the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile over there.
I don't know. I don't know what I wanted her to do, but whatever she's doing is not what I want her to do.
I like Maxine. I actually don't want nothing bad to happen to Maxine pertaining to her.
She
Like,
should be on NXT though. She needs some more work.
no, hell no. She needs to be a manager and just stick with that.
She
I'm
wants to
okay with letting
wrestle.
her be bad and on TV, just because I think it's been a long time
I
since
could
we've
see
seen
her.
someone kind of grow in front of our eye.
We don't need that. We don't want that no more. That's what NXT. That's what NXT is for.
But we don't want all these perfect people that just come out and all know to do everything because they graduated from the school of WWE. We don't want to see that. Give me something. Give me something that's
That's
not
kind of what the
perfect.
main roster is about, to
She
have
has been
people that know what they're
flopping, doing
doing.
a whole bunch of like, and it's sad because that people are bullying her online. She don't need that. She don't deserve
Well,
that.
at least she's not as bad as Eva Marie. So
You know what's crazy is that people love her, and I don't understand it.
They love her because she's so bad. Let people love Maxine, but I'm not gonna
Because
call
she's
it
so
Maxine bad.
bad.
No, 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 no.
That's what you was going with.
Donnie, Donnie, you is tired. It's time for bed.
It is. I'm tired.
Uncle, yeah. Uncle, to go close them eyes.
I'll never be up past 10.
yeah, I was about to say
boy, boy,
I'm past my
boy,
bedtime.
you feel old.
It's only
Man.
9:30 around here
I
in
have to
Kansas.
drive an hour and a half to work every day, to and
You
fro. I do be
you
tired.
picked
Dang.
that job though. No one asked you to
You
take the
you
job. You took it yourself.
you should
So
have got the
My
job
bills
posted as
my
30.
bills asked me to pay.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
well,
first of
in
all, y'all don't know where I
California,
live,
McDonald's is $20 an hour.
and I love that for California, but in Louisiana is not.
it is not. It is 7.25 down here at McDonald's.
Okay, and
Damn.
just for the it's 20 up here. Just for the
Oh,
record,
dang.
y'all are it is 12:37 a.m. for me.
Sir. It's almost midnight for us too. Don't worry. We
No,
got you covered.
almost ain't good enough. Okay,
Oh, we got
but
22
no,
minutes.
I'm up.
That's hilarious.
I am up for
Okay,
you.
well, let's get to the last match,
All right.
which was
The one that really almost sent me to sleep.
Here we go. Donnie,
The
you go
Rock
first.
and
You go
Roman
first because I want my mean segment. Come on.
versus
You go first.
Cody and Seth. Ro- Roman's had all this time off. He actually got in shape. I will
He
give him that.
did.
His hair was looking good too. He had abs.
Yeah, Roman had Boca. The Rock looked good too. Y'all seen him?
Yeah, The
It's
Rock.
Yeah.
Roman
I mean,
Reigns.
but The Rock's been. We've seen The Rock without a shirt several times. Like Rock's been looking good for he ain't ever been out of shape. Now him
Yeah,
almost
right.
falling.
Almost tore the ACL too.
How you fall standing still? He didn't even walk. He
Spanish.
literally was punched, standing still, punched, and almost fell.
He was selling,
He
y'all. He
did
was
fall.
selling.
He
Okay,
fell, bro.
I'm gonna go.
Let that man sell.
Get this man out of the ring, bro. This is not his place no more.
Okay. Go ahead, Donnie.
This man is
This
78 years old. Why are you in this tag team match taking up all this time, seconds that I'll never get back in my life, just to watch you in a main event in a tag team is something you just done inserted yourself in. And honestly, if we really want to talk about it, I feel like this is something that HR should have cracked down on a long time ago. This is so terrible. And he was gassed up like the first 5 minutes. Paul, go find your cane. Where is your scooter? Where is your
What
scooter?
is your scooter?
Where is your scooter?
Wait,
Go find your cane and your rocket chair and sit down somewhere. We don't want to see it.
So
Yeah,
if y'all are new to the show, Donnie been hating on The Rock since I can
And what is
remember.
this belt he done come out with?
It's episode
So
1.
if you watched the Hall of Fame
Titan.
yesterday, Muhammad Ali's wife gave him the People's Championship belt. I'm pretty sure that WWE made it and told her to give it to him.
Yes. That's true.
It's WWE coded. Like it just is
Yes.
WWE.
Yeah, like how you gonna give him the people's belt? Because if y'all don't know, Muhammad Ali was called the people's champion, but the belt looks like the Rocks. It has the Brahma
Did it
bull on it.
not
It didn't
have a
make any
bull
sense.
on it?
It
Like,
Yeah,
come
did.
on.
it
It
had
didn't
the
make any
Brahma
sense.
bull and everything. It was
The
nice. I
Brahma,
like the
the
belt. I'm
Brahma
gonna
bull,
buy it if
man.
they have it on
The
WWE.com.
Brahma
Oh,
freaking
they
bull.
gonna have it on
I'm
WWE.com. Don't
buying
worry.
it. I'm definitely buying it. That's
And
just beautiful.
like I
I'm gonna
said,
go ahead and
y'all,
give me one too, though. But get it off my
Not the
TV.
way you been hating on him.
no,
Oh, and
you
I'm
you
still
been
hate.
hating on him,
I'm going to still hate. Don't
but
get
you
it
gonna buy
twisted.
his belt though.
Absolutely.
Make it
Yes.
make sense.
Because I'm
Make
gonna
it
hate
make
on
sense.
them next. Because honestly speaking, let me just say this.
Wake
I
it up.
I love seeing The Rock on my screen on my TV talking The Rock's crap. Right. I I can honestly admit now that I have seen it. I do not need to see no more of The Rock wrestling again. Because he showed me that exactly this is exactly why he was in the tag team match tonight. Because it wouldn't have been nothing else.
Y'all really hating on that
He
man.
could.
It's
I mean,
not
because The
hate.
Rock was the
I have an
It's
character for
unpopular
back then,
opinion.
and you
I
want to know what's
love
so
this
crazy?
match.
No, because I was so rooting for The Rock versus Roman Reigns three
I
years ago.
wanted that.
5 years
3 years
ago.
ago.
It should have
3
happened last year.
Should have happened
If we're
No,
last
just
it
year.
should
being
have
honest,
happened.
it was in
It should have
Hollywood.
happened in the year
But
that we
he
were
but he
saying
was
that it was
busy.
supposed to happen, that it didn't happen actually. But the year that we actually don't want to see that shit, excuse my language, y'all decide that y'all want to go ahead and just give it to us, and then when we don't want to see it, y'all was like, oh, okay, no, better yet, we're gonna put it in a tag team. So no way, either way, you're gonna get The Rock.
Better yet, it's
You're
gonna
gonna
be a main
put him.
event.
You're gonna put it. They basically grab The Rock's nuts and put him in our throats and say we're gonna get him
Oh my
regardless.
goodness.
That's
Y'all
He
playing
was
exactly
too
what
being
they
much.
did.
teabagged.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did to Teabagness because they knew he was gonna get gassed in 5 minutes. They knew he
And he's
had to
so
get
old, they probably hang all the way down to his knees by now.
I
That's
will
not gonna
say
work.
he was just as gassed as CM Punk in the Royal Rumble.
And that's the real tea.
But
And I
CM
don't know
Punk
what that's supposed
actually,
to mean for
CM
me.
Punk delivered though.
At
If
least
we're being
at
honest with
least
you,
he
he
didn't
delivered all the
break
way up to
anything
broken.
or tear anything like CM Punk did in January. Because CM Punk only had one match he tore
Well,
He was
something.
I
almost
no,
This is
missing a
this is not
leg
about
while ago. What are
it's
you
not
talking
about
about?
bashing CM Punk. Okay, we're not gonna do that. This is about
I
bashing
will
Rock.
say that The Rock
That's
might have tore something. Them
Yeah, he
abs was
tore
looking
something. You saw
weird.
how he stumbled.
I don't think he did.
Them abs was
I
looking.
don't think he
I
did.
feel like he had surgery or something. They was looking.
You would have thought The Rock felt that earthquake that happened in New York, the way he was flipping,
Nah,
flopping
he
all
probably
over the
I
didn't.
place.
definitely
It
did.
wasn't that far away.
Y'all saw him say, The Rock, like, baby, get up, stand up.
No, because the way
But
you
He said,
fell, it
funny.
looked like a ghost slapped him in the
But
back of
look,
the head.
I'm gonna say y'all, I enjoyed the hell out of this match. It was awesome.
Really?
It hit every beat that I wanted to
Every
hit.
beat.
Yes, like y'all need to think about this tag team match. It basically set the stage for night two. That was the
I
purpose.
If
so
I was
I
there, I would have
believe
been fleed. Like I don't care what
the
it
only
stays.
way the only way that this set the matchup is only if Cody actually wins tomorrow. If
He
Cody doesn't win
will
tomorrow,
have
then
faith.
the match was pointless.
Yeah,
Yes,
especially to
that's
have The
the
Rock
entire point.
get him
The
over and
entire
be
point
like,
is to
oh.
show you that Cody Rhodes will win tomorrow. They're
But
setting
Exactly.
every
you
That's
gotta
what
tone.
keep
I'm
in mind. You gotta keep in mind The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes. So if Cody Rhodes does not win tomorrow, all of this was for absolutely nothing.
and
Is
can
that
can
we're
we
not
just
telling the story again. There is no more finishing the story. This story,
Yeah,
At
this
this
but
book,
it's
point, he lose tomorrow. He need to go to AEW.
this book is
That
go
closed.
back?
just just
He needs to go
Just
back
go
home.
back
just
home.
really
Go back
get
yeah,
home.
released at this point. Just get your contract,
Oh,
bro.
that's not.
And he
I
did a
I didn't say
great
get
job while he
released.
was here. Go ahead and go
I said
back home.
quit.
He did a great job while he was here. But go ahead. They're like, if
I
you're not
mean,
tomorrow, go home.
let's mourn the career of Seth Rollins because I don't understand how you can beat a world champion or a world champion caliber opponent 3 times in a row, but you struggle to beat somebody grandpa
Oh my God,
in
Donnie.
a tag team match. You
Not
didn't even have to be in
grandpa.
there the whole time. You beat Seth Rollins and you was missing an arm, but
Yeah,
you could not beat
this is one of
this
the biggest
man.
stars in the history of professional wrestling. You calling a grandpa?
No matter what, Seth Rollins, when it comes to him and Roman Reigns being in the same ring, Seth Rollins always looks like the little man,
He does.
and
And
it's unfortunate.
this has been since the Shield. This
Yeah.
has not changed at all.
hmm He always looked like the little man. Don't get me wrong. I just started liking Roman Reigns when he turned heel, but even
Oh
still,
yeah,
it's
me
like,
too. I
damn,
I I despise the big dog.
yeah, that
Well
was
documented on
stupid.
this.
That was very
You know,
stupid. Like all of that,
his
that trying to force that on throw was
his
stupid.
heel turn was the best thing that could happen to him. The problem is that it's lasted too fucking long.
No, it
What do you
hasn't. It
mean? It's
hasn't.
only been
It
I
4 years.
hasn't.
has. I'm tired of this. I'm
I
so
can. I don't
tired
think
of
I
it.
can never
Not
get enough of
necessarily
this.
him being a heel, but him having this fucking belt. The nigga
No,
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
can't get
something.
enough.
he
Since
don't
tw-
wrestle.
I can't get
since
enough of it.
He
20
I'm like,
wrestles
20
4 times a year, only on the big pay-per-views.
2014, we had
that
that
makes it feel
that
special.
bland
It's not
babyface
feeling
Roman Reigns.
special.
It
It's
feels
feeling
special.
like we already know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna need the tribal chief to just keep running for another 4 more years
He's not running now.
without the belt, of course. But but
He
he can
without
he
the
can
belt,
keep
he's no
pushing.
tribal chief.
Oof,
I feel like
wake
once
it
he
up.
drops the belt, he can just retire. Honestly speaking,
What?
And I'm fine with that. Go make some
what,
movies. Go be with your
honestly,
kids.
tell me what can you do after you've held the title for 5 years?
He
What
can
can what should you
he still
do?
has matches and stories
Retire.
to tell. Retire? You want Roman
You
Reigns to
should
walk
retire.
The
away?
There's
they
nothing
made
for
him
you to do.
they made him up here, and now all when you get so high, either you retire or you fall.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
look
I
like
think
crap
that
just
and
seeing
I
him
think
do
that
all this
he's
stuff.
going
He's
to
gonna fall from
fall
grace.
and finally take out the final boss, The Rock, next year.
That's
That's
not
what's
gonna
gonna
be
happen.
hard for him to take out the final boss.
That's why I think Cody Rhodes. That's why I think Cody Rhodes is losing at WrestleMania at night two. I think that is going to be The Rock versus Roman
I
Reigns
don't.
Slam
It just makes
I
no
don't think
sense
that's gonna
for
because
the
happen.
world title.
who's gonna get who's Roman gonna drop the belt to then?
He's not
hmm
dropping to The Rock. The Rock
I'm
He's
not
gonna
saying
holding the
like
drop
if
belt
the
out of
belt.
reign.
I already told 2K24. They already predicted it. He just gonna drop. He just gonna give it up. That's what I'm rooting for. I'm
He
rooting for
he
Roman to just go ahead
he's
and give
not
up the
doing
title.
that. I don't see
Like,
that
look, I
happening.
can't.
no.
I've beaten everybody here. Just take it back.
I just
Yeah,
feel like he needs to
he's
do
losing tomorrow.
something. WWE needs to do something to just
It does
spruce this
nothing
thing
for
up
Cody to
quickly.
lose again though.
What WWE needs to do is have Cody Rhodes win tomorrow, and we won't have these discussions. Simple as that. There is no hard decision that needs to be made tomorrow. He needs to crossroads that man 4 freaking times. 1, 2, 3. Bingo. Let's get out of here.
So
It ain't that hard to do. It's common sense.
If
as a
he
This
black
man has
person,
crossroads that
had
man and on the second one and back up to the ropes one more motherfucking time.
And yeah,
I
and
Because
just
you
please
want
already knew
don't
something was
back it
gonna
up.
happen when he started backing
Put
up.
it put it in the middle of the goddamn ring for once. Please.
I just want to see
It's
Roman Reigns beat Hulk Hogan's record.
I
I'm
don't give a
sorry,
fuck
brother. It
about
ain't
that.
happening. We're
I
gonna
don't
be
give a fuck
hulking it
I
about
up
that.
care.
for a
I
little bit
actually
more.
care. I'm so sorry. I
I
care.
hope he beats it. Cause please erase this man from any modern
I
history
I
book.
I
I mean,
He's still
absolutely
coming
cannot
around.
stand
He
Hulk
on
Hogan,
everything
but
still.
it won't
I don't
happen. I'm
care.
sorry.
I
Cody
just
has
feel
to win
like
tomorrow.
Roman has had about as many matches this year as our friend Kaizen. Which shout out to him because he just had his debut match over this past week.
He should be on
And
tomorrow.
it should be, yeah, he should be on tomorrow. He's tying Roman right now for amount of matches for 2024.
That's crazy.
I don't see
Shout out to
anything
you, my
wrong
boy.
with it.
Louisiana proud, by the
I
way.
do. It does not give opportunities to everybody else on the roster.
Those people don't even deserve them. Have
Exactly.
you seen SmackDown?
Yeah.
There's actually some good people. The one thing that I will
SmackDown
say
needs
about
their
Smack,
world title back, and Cody Rhodes will do that.
I forgot
Simple
we
as
have
that.
Bobby Lashley still there, and then what I think is so sad is speaking of falling from grace is how Karrion Cross was so over, so dominant in NXT, and he can't even win a match on SmackDown.
Yeah, they put the little mask thing on him and all of that stuff.
I don't. That's
Right there.
I don't
That
know.
man came out as a transformer on his first night.
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
was like, bro,
Man ruined him.
Vince is
That's
not
what
seeing heaven for that.
Cross
He
and
not seeing them
WWE
pearly
just not
gates.
working,
Well,
bro.
he ain't seen heaven for a lot of different reasons.
He, that's true. That's true.
A lot of
That's
different
true.
reasons.
Honestly,
Yes. Cross and
But
WWE just not working. Like the main roster just not. I don't know what you can do to make Karrion Cross get over at this point. What
Because
can
he
you
was
do?
he was definitely very much so over, and it was like a natural.
NXT.
It was an organic thing. Like it just
Yes.
came with the
and he had an
territory.
aura too.
Yeah, so dominant. So I don't know what the fuck they
And
did. Like,
Scarlett, I think that like when he when they kind of separated him from Scarlett in the beginning, they really hit him. By the time he came back and kind of recovered his character, nobody had interest anymore.
I would have loved to seen him fight Gunther. Fight Gunther.
You know somebody I want to see fight Gunther again? Wait, did they fight? I can't remember. Braun Strowman.
Nah, it wasn't. Didn't they fight? Wasn't it not good? They did fight. They did fight for the belt. It wasn't good. I want to say it wasn't a good match.
Gunther had a bad match? I don't know.
It was because of Braun.
Of course, you can't blame Gunter for that. That is Gunter. He doesn't have bad matches. He just had
It
bad.
wasn't a great match.
That's true. Put Braun in the
But
world
you got to
title
think about
picture
it
at
though.
some
Like
point.
when he don't have bad matches, but I just if you don't remember it, because I know they did fight, but if you don't remember it, that says a lot.
It's because they're all good. I feel like Gunther's standard is just having a good match. But if there's nothing that's gonna like rousel or dazzle me, then it's just a good match and that's it.
which is fine.
Well,
Doesn't have to be like
so
the
we have
grandest thing
tomorrow
ever. You
now.
know.
We have who's on the card for tomorrow. We got speaking of Karrion Cross, that Karrion Cross and his team versus Bobby and
Street Profits.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have Bailey versus EO.
Mm-hmm.
That should be good. Um
I think that's gonna be really good.
um who else is there? We have
LA
Seth
Knight versus
and
AJ.
we have Seth and Drew. We have AJ
L.A.
and
Night.
LA,
Yeah.
and then we have Seth and Cody. That was the
Sorry.
weakest yeah I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's better.
No.
And we got Logan Paul too. Logan Paul
Oh,
fighting
that match should
somebody.
be actually be good. It should be entertaining.
And
It's
Logan
gonna be
Paul's
good.
winning.
What do you mean my yeah was weak? It was actually on time.
Yeah. So we were saying, I just feel like the match is gonna be entertaining.
Just not. You know. You know what?
Get him again, Jay.
You know what? All right.
um. Yeah. So any
I
last
think
thoughts?
the EO. Are y'all looking forward to any match in particular tomorrow?
I ain't looking to not one of them. Seth gonna
I
lose.
Oh,
the only match that I want to see tomorrow is the WWE Championship match and the
When
World
Cody
Title.
Rhodes finishes his story, that's what I'm looking for. And I'm also looking forward to Drew McIntyre beating Seth Rollins.
That's not happening.
You
It
think
will
Seth's
happen.
gonna win?
I think Damian Priest is going to win.
I
Ew.
do. So
No.
I think that Drew's going to win, and then Damian Priest gonna come out there.
I think
I would
Seth is
love that.
and then
I'm fine with that.
Priest is going to come out. But
I feel like,
nonetheless, it's about their time. I mean, he just lost the tag team titles, both of them. Thank God.
mhm.
And so, like,
And
go
it's
ahead.
gonna be some type of division because the group's gonna disband now. If he wins that world title and Finn sees him with the belt, it's a wrap for them. And
Absolutely,
I'm
I'm
here
here
for
for
that.
it.
I'm here for them fighting.
I'm here for it. I've been waiting
Yes.
for a long time now.
Yeah.
Bisexual
What should have
Undertaker.
happened, to be honest with you, back when he fought when Finn was
Oh,
fighting.
bisexual Undertaker. That sounds
Um,
Love
good.
him. Tickles my fancy.
wow.
Oh man, I cannot believe the IWC called that man bisexual Undertaker.
It
They
And
got
doesn't
you
away
matter.
with it.
can't unsee it. You cannot unsee it.
No, I cannot unsee
No,
it.
you
Now I
can't.
cannot. I cannot unsee it.
What I was gonna say was that when Finn was fighting Seth, Finn should have won and he should have cashed in on Finn.
Yeah,
But that would have been entertaining. That would have been
that would have been the perfect time for them to go ahead and split that little
yes.
team up instead of having JD make small head, make big body.
Big
Because I
big
crossed.
body, huh?
Big boulder head, big box head.
That's
Because
a
Boy,
it's
that's
just
McDonald's
I've
name.
never seen
JD
someone
McDonald's.
be
Ba 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 ba
like have
ba.
such a big head that just like to the point where it does not go with their body whatsoever.
Nah, true.
what's them
Usually babies
cartoon
though.
things
A
that
caricature? Yeah, he looks like a caricature. Basically, that's what he is. It's like he looks like yeah, no, he looks like a caricature. That's exactly what I'm
mhm,
thinking about.
like a Lego block.
We can run with that
You
one
said
too. It's
this
very
this dude said a
awkward,
freaking
nonetheless.
Lego block.
I would
It's
have preferred
giving
Arthur.
Funko Pop.
Why was he in the match? Speaking of him, he was so useless.
Yeah, he did nothing but go through a table.
Like, bro,
That's
you could have stayed in the back for all of that.
I don't see the point in him.
But final question of the podcast, y'all. Like, what would y'all rate night one out of 10?
Flop.
Out of
Yo,
10?
Out of 10, yeah.
Definitely a 4.
I was gonna say 4. I was gonna give it a 4.
I'd go 4.2.
This was
5.5.
not.
The
This was
problem
not.
was there was too many matches, so they had to cut the matches, some of them shorter. If they would have got rid of that what was it, the Ray match, they could have extended some time. They could
We
have
could have
cut
had.
the uh, Roman them match shorter because the first 10 minutes they didn't even wrestle.
They didn't do anything.
They didn't. They didn't have enough. They didn't have enough storylines on there. Like a lot of the storylines from night one just kind of came out of nowhere. Gunther versus Sami Zayn. That's 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago. Jade Cargo finally just comes to help out damage with the problem with damage control. She really
I
didn't
mean,
have any.
the storyline with Bianca had been for a while,
Yeah, but
but
that's Bianca. Like you, the other two girls
Jade,
just kind of just
they
came in.
want. I understand why they did it. They just wanted Jade to have a match, but it made more sense for Jade to go to Raw and fight Nia at WrestleMania.
You want to know what would have made more sense, honestly speaking? Well, that plus, or if anything, if they were going to wait until WrestleMania to give her a moment to let her shine or anything, she still shouldn't have had a match. I feel like whoever won between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley, she should have came out there and faced, like, not faced them, but like stood them down, like stared them down. If there was going to be any epic stare down, it should have been against
I don't know if
the
she's
winner
ready
of
for her title
champion.
though. To be honest with y'all,
I don't think so either, but I don't think that a tag team, a 6-woman tag team match was the way to go for her either.
And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't think the SmackDown or the WWE Women's Championship can get any lower. Like I feel like that is gonna happen to the belt if they put it on Jade.
yeah, she don't need to have it right now.
I
I
wouldn't be
think
mad if
that
they
the
give it
moment
to her.
that they gave her was not. It was bigger than her. It wasn't about her. It was about black women coming together and unity and all that. So the moment was bigger than her. It is That's just what it was for me.
It's I'll give you that, but I still think that it took away just a little bit of her star power, just a little bit, not a lot, not too much, but it definitely it pinched a piece of something away. Honestly speaking, that there's a bit of aura, just like okay, now we know. It kind of just like they kind of literally automatically forced her down our throats. It's just like we know that they're bringing her in as this big thing, but they had no way to like bring her in as a big thing on WrestleMania other than this
Yeah.
because
And I
So
think you kind of saw that in the match too, because at a certain point when Bianca tagged her in, Bianca's reactions were still kind of louder than Jade's.
yeah,
And then her Jade's reaction kind of like
I
popped
just
back
don't.
up as she
I mean,
started
because
working.
you guys have watched her matches on AEW.
no,
Yes.
Um, you haven't? Are you joking?
I'm being dead ass. I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, so if you watch her matches on AEW, like they weren't they weren't long. They weren't.
Hmm.
I don't think that we've ever seen what she can actually do. So we feel that she can't really do anything. She's just so dominant that she's going to just beat somebody real quick or whatever. So now coming to this main roster, she actually has to wrestle. And can she?
We'll see.
Yeah.
So
We'll
I
see.
don't know Jay Cargill from AEW. I don't even know her from being a wrestler. I know her from being a bodybuilder. That's where I met Jay Cargill, and when she,
Oh,
in models competitions and stuff like that. That's why I became a fan of hers. I stopped following her and being a fan of hers because she went to AEW, and I think AEW is a bunch of horse malarkey or whatever you want to call it. It's just not. Everybody has the same gimmick. You know what I mean? Every dude
Oh.
goes out there and they just think they're that's AEW basically. Everybody has the same mic skills. They have the same character. The same. I'm this tough guy. I'm that tough guy. I'm tougher than you. No, I'm tougher than you. And then let's face off in a hardcore match to determine who's tougher. That's basically what AEW gives to me. I don't like AEW, so it's just so when she went there, I was just like, okay, Jay,
Excuse me.
bye. When she came to WWE, I was like, it's about time. Welcome home. Give me hugs, kisses, blah blah blah. I know she can't wrestle though. But that's one thing I did catch from that. I didn't know she couldn't wrestle.
She could do a little something because her last match with Chris Statlander,
But
her
Chris
last
Statlander
match,
carried it.
she did, but I think
I heard that.
Jade made herself carryable.
So I feel that if Jade has a big match, she needs to have one with like a Charlotte Fair or
Hell
someone that
no.
can actually.
Like the worst person to have a first match with.
But what I'm saying is someone that's actually good in the ring that can actually carry a match.
Becky
That has
Lynch.
chemistry.
She should have been Becky Lynch's
Becky
number
Becky
one.
Lynch would make her look
The
real
issue
good.
with that is that I feel that I just don't think that it's gonna be believable.
No, can you imagine the promo work between the two of them, and then they actually get in the ring?
Yeah, I just don't think that
actually
the
can
match.
see
I
that.
think the match would be lackluster.
I can see them actually. I can see Becky Lynch still carrying her over, but I can still see them putting on something spectacular. Like I feel like she would really make Jade look good for the simple
Yeah.
fact
I
that
don't know. Becky be always be botching shit for me, so I
but
don't.
Becky has that fighting spirit character, so it definitely gives that Jade's gonna break her down in that match.
But
It's gonna I feel like
Becky
I'm waiting for that.
when Becky is in a position of where she has to make somebody look good, I think she absolutely makes them look good.
She done. She
Like
went above and
you
beyond. Yeah.
saw with Trish in that was that
I
the Raw match and the Hell in
But Trish have
Steel
been doing this
Cage
for
match?
years. I can't say that.
We're not gonna act like Trish didn't have no ring rust on her now. Come on.
But she had been wrestling. It's not like she just got in the ring. She had wrestled several matches before that match.
She Becky was making Lita
let me
look good and she was
let me
her
tell y'all
partner.
something. Terrell has made up his mind. He don't like that woman. Okay, he don't like her in the ring.
And that's okay and that's fine,
You
but
can't
you can't be
convince him.
delusional. I will not
I'm
let
not
this man be
delusional
delusional.
either.
He ain't being delusional. He dead serious. Okay, he don't like
I
that
just
woman.
don't believe it. How if because you ain't how dominant she was in AEW. I feel that how they brought her in right now. It just doesn't make sense. Her and Becky fighting. It just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. I
But
just
Okay,
I
think it
so
do
won't
have
believable.
who do you want to
but
see
I do
Jade
I
have
fight?
something
I
interesting
would say
that
her and
Triple H
Bailey
said
would
on the
be a good
press
match.
conference.
I feel like
Oh,
that's more.
Absolutely not.
You don't think
Triple
so?
I
H
don't
said,
see
and
that.
I
you don't think
quote,
so?
guys.
Hell no, I don't see that. I don't. It's not. That's not convincing to me.
Y'all ready to hear this one?
Really?
No, because Bailey is about the stiffest shit. So okay, so picture me a story with her and Bailey. Like, give me something that makes actual.
They were the last three in the Royal Rumble, and Bailey helped Liv eliminate Jade, and Jade still got beef with her.
He said,
I
"I
mean,
got
that
the
was like
storyline
phase
laid
two,
out."
sure. Okay, so my thing when it comes to Bailey is Ba- all right. I'm just going
Ooh,
to say it.
I hear slander.
I don't like Bailey. You
Oh,
Becky, I
that's
don't like Bailey.
oh.
Tell
Dang,
us how you feel.
Terrell don't like Becky. You don't like Bailey.
Okay, you don't
What
need to
is?
stop saying. I never once said I really didn't like Becky. I just think that she's meh.
I bet that
No,
you
you
probably
said
said
that
the
a while
same
ago.
thing.
That came. Hold on, CT, because we got
Most
the clock.
definitely.
Hold on,
What?
because you said a
I
while
said she was
ago.
amazing on the
You
on.
said
Did I
I
not say
just
she's
don't
amazing on the
like
mic? She's
Becky.
probably
No, you
amazing.
said I
You
just don't
said
It's
I
like
not
just don't
personal.
Becky.
like Becky.
That's
It's
what you
not personal.
said.
It's not
Becky's
personal.
It's
not that good in the
okay.
ring.
I
I
want you to
heard
live in
you.
your truth.
You said that over an hour ago. Becky's not that good in
But
the
you
ring.
saying it like I don't like her as a person.
No,
I
we
don't
ain't
like
saying
I don't
that.
like her in
You
the
didn't say
ring.
that. No.
We ain't
You said
saying
that
all
you
that. We
don't
just
like
saying
her
what you said.
character.
I
How
don't like her
she's
in
in the
the
ring.
ring.
We saying what you said. You said I don't like her.
I
In the
don't like her.
ring.
That's what you said.
Let me
That's what
specify. I said she's
Okay.
great on the mic. I said she's one of the best.
you said. I don't like Becky. I never
She's
have.
better than Carmella.
Well, who isn't better than Carmella?
Oh,
Damn.
You think that Carmella is better in the ring than Becky?
Yes,
No. I said that who isn't
what?
better than Carmella.
Super
absolutely,
Kick
Carmella
Queen?
is
absolutely.
horrible.
All she has is a bunch of super kicks, and
Watch
then
how
that
they
one,
transition to
and
the
that one submission where it look like
Only
she's
difference with
stretching.
Carmella
That
is that she
submission
can
I like
dance.
though.
That
That's
submission
it.
eat them. That
Dakota
submission eat them
Kai.
up.
That literally sits on anything that Becky Lynch can do. Like, are you crazy?
Carmella.
Becky Lynch has the stiffest move sets ever. Like, she does a leg drop. She
But you
does a
gonna say
fire
that
bomb.
she puts people over and she's good in the ring and all this other stuff, and
Because
then
Natalia's good in the ring, but I can tell you everything she's about to do in 5 minutes.
oh Natalia, don't get me started. I like Becky more than I like Natalia.
God.
We're not gonna do my TT.
Yeah,
I
Don't do
love
her.
she need to retire.
Don't
my
play
girl.
No,
Natalia
no,
like that, dog.
don't
I'm
do
glad
her.
she on NXT, so I don't got to see her no more.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
happy about? What this is the best thing that happened at WrestleMania. Natalia don't got a match. That bitch find a way to get in a match at WrestleMania every single year.
and some kind of way. I'm mad that they didn't put her in one.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
gonna
She's
talk.
mad.
Like they would have made some sort of battle royal just to have Natalia in
just to
it.
have it in it.
But
But
that's
that
okay. We see it come SummerSlam
okay. They
Right.
said no, not this year. Not this year.
because she gonna have a match at
And as
SummerSlam.
and what I will say, how everybody was like, they wanted the women to have a battle royal. I'm glad they didn't because for me personally, you don't need to show everybody every time.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
You need to showcase
Chopper,
some
Chopper,
women.
we don't
They
want
they
we
should
hear
have
all
had
that.
they should have
No,
had a
We
battle
the
royal.
battle
no.
royals are pointless.
No,
They're
they're
Just so they
not.
can
they're
just jump
pointless
over the
as
top
hell.
rope.
That's
They're
only for a
pointless.
check. Okay, they're only
I
getting
feel like
paid for Mania.
If
I
they
feel like
had,
they should have definitely given them the Andre the Giant Memorial thing and the women's memorial.
No, no, no.
they
Let that
didn't have,
happen
they
on
didn't even,
SmackDown because I didn't
they
watch
didn't
it.
need to have the men one. They didn't need to have the men ones either. Let's
I
be
think they
honest.
They
needed to have both of them. They had one for each night. That would have been nice because they
No,
definitely need one
I'm
for
good
the
on
women
that. I'm good.
because we can't just rely on the Royal Rumble and Money in the
You know
Bank.
what don't make no sense to me? They have this Andre the Giant battle royal. Was Andre the Giant ever in a battle royal?
Yes,
No,
he was in the
and
he
Royal.
never
ain't it
had it.
supposed to
He never
be
had a
all
battle.
big motherfuckers?
Wait, wasn't he in the Royal Rumble?
That's the
No,
Royal Rumble,
Oh
no?
wow, you know what? He wasn't.
So what the fuck?
no,
I don't get it.
no. He didn't.
It don't
He
make
didn't
no
last
sense.
that long for the Rumble. To have a Rumble. He was gone at that point.
Yeah. So like, what is the reference for?
I don't understand it.
Because Vince had a hard on for big guys.
And
That
and
is
he
true.
probably still do to this day.
He must have been the
If
biggest of them all. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
nah, that Joker can't feel nothing. Now that Joker limp.
Triple H
Yeah,
said
Viagra.
Brock is not gone from WWE. He's just home being Brock.
Stand up,
What the hell
Vince.
does that mean?
Brock. What are you talking about?
No,
That's
that nigga,
this is what
he's
Triple H
gone
said on in the press conference.
on the
He said
conference.
Brock is not gone from the WWE. He's just home being Brock.
Who said this?
Triple H. He said
Yeah,
this
he's been
this
removed from
tonight.
everything. That's real nice.
Yeah, they even took him out the fucking game.
And he's being very professional because they know that the question's going to be asked.
Yeah, exactly. They have to say that because if they say anything else, big, tab, it's gonna be all on the tabloids.
Yeah,
So
and then
I
And
don't get
nobody
that.
God
gets to really talk about it.
forbid anybody actually says that Brock is a
Is a what?
predator.
I mean, isn't it in his contract that he can leave whenever he chooses to? And he already made that statement that if Vince is out, he's out. That doesn't mean that his contract is terminated, though. That means he's probably still under contract, but until it's up, he can't do shit anyways. It's like he's just appeasing to the clause that he has in his contract is that he can
Oh
leave
yeah,
whenever.
he's still getting paid.
But he's been back
He's
since
making his money.
Vince was out
That he's
because he
Yeah.
being
had that match with
blacklisted because
Cody.
he's being sued.
No,
It
like
was
even like when Vince officially had no rights, no reigns, no holds or nothing to WWE whatsoever. That was when we basically got that Brock Lesnar's not coming back.
no,
And
I could have sworn, if I'm not mistaken, that happened, and he left
He
the
came,
arena that day.
yeah,
And he came back, like they convinced him to come back.
because
Then
he
he
had
had
a match with
something.
Cody. Remember?
Yeah,
Yes, he had that.
the reason why he was
He had that
supposed to be at Royal
special.
Rumble, but he was supposed to be in the Royal Rumble and supposed to have a feud with Dominique, which made no fucking sense.
Then
Um,
Gunther was supposed to happen at
but
WrestleMania.
because of this shit that happened with him being the guy that was
Implicated.
implicated, there you go, with Vince, that's why they
They cut it.
they cut him off of everything.
Yeah, they
As
pretty
they
much cut him
should.
from everything. Which is what they should have done.
I mean, I believe it. His
And
wife
that
is 60,
Sable, come get your man. Come
so
get your man, Memo.
that was one person that I had my fingers crossed that would come back some way somehow. Not as a
Sable
wrestler,
or Brock Lesnar?
Sable,
Sable?
but like for the simple fact of it being Sable, like just even like a special
Nah,
appearance to
they
come
just
and
need
say
to give
hi.
her her Hall of
You
Fame, and
know,
she deserves to be in the Hall of
I
Fame.
always
I
wanted her to
mean,
come back just
Sable.
to hear.
Sable already said she would never come back.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
I don't.
believe
They need to
that.
give her the Hall of Fame, and you know what? It was they might have actually offered her the Hall of Fame, but she might have declined it.
she probably said hell no.
It ain't no way that
But
Brock Lesnar was her husband. They hadn't thought about her for a Hall of Fame.
she
By that
did sue
point,
them
I'm
though
sure they
for
have.
yeah,
sexual
I was.
harassment.
By that point, she was done with WWE because she was
Yeah,
part of that.
that lawsuit. Yeah,
Yeah,
sexual
Yep, she
harassment
is.
stuff.
That's one thing I will commend Brock Lesnar on because I too would have turned straight for Sable.
So wait, you saying Brock is gay?
I,
Yes,
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
I implied.
No,
This is my type of carrying on.
you just turned straight sable. You're saying that Lester's gay?
That's exactly
That's
what I
exactly
said.
what he,
Wait, wait, wait,
he
wait, wait,
said. He
wait,
said, that's what I
wait,
implied.
wait. So it's
Yeah.
Brock a top or bottom?
That Brock is definitely the power bottom in that relationship. You can't go from the sternness. That is a power bottom. That man is too stern to be anybody's goddamn
God
top.
damn!
He
All
was
right
So
now.
giving
on
very
that
much
note, guys,
so.
we will see y'all. I'm hungry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I gotta go.
Brokeback Mountain.
Bro.
What a night it's been, folks. Thank y'all for joining us. We will see you guys
Yeah.
on
On
night
that
two,
note, we will see
same
y'all
time.
tomorrow. Same
Oh,
time.
Chopper fits right in. He's so messy. I love it.
He is messy. Very messy. God damn, boy.
um, and follow us, y'all, if you haven't. My tag on Twitter is _Terrell. That's TERAYLE. On Instagram, TERAYLE. Garnett, GARNETT. Donnie's is Donnie Hokuto, DONNYHOKUTO. I don't know what the fuck yours is, Cole.
Oh, my Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter.
Oh,
Nah,
my
because you
Instagram.
remember
Ah, so
last time. Hold on.
before you start, I only want Instagram and Twitter. I don't want all of your Instagram and Twitter. I
We
don't want
don't
your YouTube.
want
I
the
don't want your
resume.
podcast.
Leave the
Just give
resume
us.
at home. Leave the
Well,
resume at
Actually,
home.
before Coltrane go, Chopper, tell us what yours is,
Yeah, go
bro.
ahead,
Take
Chopper.
a minute.
Go ahead, Chopper.
Mine is the @_ Woo, like Ric Flair, Chopper, as in like the gun, Chopper underscore.
you're stupid. Oh my god.
Pop, pop.
That's me, Woo
There you
Chopper.
go. Okay,
Oh
Cole,
my
you can
goodness.
go now.
Okay, I'm gonna go. All right. My Instagram is Coltrane 2018, and my one of my Twitters, I have
Oh,
multiple, is CTP underscore 2025.
Thank you for
I'm
being
a
sure.
refrain from a joke.
I think what you
I'm
think.
gonna leave it alone.
Yes, I
Turn this
gave y'all
camera
the
off.
Twitter
Let's
that you
go.
can
You know which
follow.
one I'm talking about.
Terrell, don't mention it.
Come on,
Don't mention it.
Don't say
phalanges.
nothing.
Come on, phalanges.
Come on, turn
Yes.
it off. Turn it off. Let's go.
Anyways, it's
Turn
been
it
real,
off.
y'all. We'll see y'all
Hold
tomorrow.
on, but before we wrap up, Terrell, we have to thank Chopper for coming out
Yeah.
and joining us on tonight. What's the schedule tomorrow?
I think I'm here tomorrow too, right?
Yes, you
Am I
are.
here tomorrow? Yeah.
Okay, so we want to thank Chopper for coming out tonight, and we want to thank him for returning with us tomorrow. He's new to the Against the Ropes family, and as y'all can see, I think he fits right in like a glove. Not like what's that man that killed Nicole Neal?
Not OJ Simpson.
Not like OJ Simpson,
Oh my
but
goodness.
very much so a
He said they
fit.
killed Nicole. Allegedly.
Johnny,
Allegedly.
He ain't trying to get
Johnny,
sued.
It was the
Johnny.
Napoleon
I
now.
am not trying to get
Allegedly.
sued this week because OJ be
Um.
watching y'all. He
If the
watched this
glove
stuff.
don't fit, he must have quit.
Anyways, I'm gonna stop the recording. You guys stay on real quick because it needs to load. So, yeah.
Baby, I'm
All
glad you
right.
told me because